We will learn about pancreas. It is an organ of digestive system and endocrine system of vertebrates. In humans, it is located in the abdomen, behind the stomach, and functions as a gland. The pancreas is a mixed or heterocrine gland. That is, it has both an endocrine and a digestive exocrine function. 1% is endocrine and 99% of the pancreas is exocrine. As an endocrine gland, it's a function mostly to regulate blood sugar levels, secreting the insulin hormones, glucagon, somatostatic, and pancreatic polypeptides. As a part of the digestive system, it functions as an exocrine gland secreting pancreatic juice into the duodenum through the pancreatic duct. That this juice contains bicarbonates which neutralize acid entering the duodenum from the stomach, and digestive enzymes which break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats in food entering the duodenum from the stomach. In adults, pancreas is about 12 to 15 centimeters or 4.5 to 5.9 inches long. The pancreas is divided into a head, neck, body, and tail. The pancreas stretches from the inner curvature of the duodenum, the longest part of the pancreas. The body stretches across behind the stomach. Tail of the pancreas ends adjacent to the spleen. The two ducts, the main pancreatic duct and a small accessory pancreatic duct, runs through the body of the pancreas. The main pancreatic duct joins with the common bile duct, forming a small ballooning called the hepatopancreatic ampulla. This ampulla opens into the descending part of the duodenum. The opening of the common bile duct into main pancreatic duct is controlled by a sphincter of balloon. The accessory pancreatic duct opens into the duodenum with a separate opening located above the opening of the main pancreatic duct. Parts of the pancreas. Head. Head of the pancreas sits within the curvature of the duodenum and wraps around the superior mesenteric artery and vein. To the right sits the descending part of the duodenum, and between these travels the superior and inferior pancreatic duodenal arteries. Behind rest the inferior vena cava and the common bile duct. In front sits the peritoneal membrane and the transverse colon. Processes emerging from below the head, situated behind the superior mesenteric vein and sometimes arteries. The neck of the pancreas separates the head of the pancreas, located in the curvature of the duodenum, from the body. The neck is about 2 centimeters or 0.79 inches wide and sits in front of where the portal vein is formed. The neck lies mostly behind the pylorus of the stomach and is covered with peritoneum. The anterior-superior pancreatic duodenal artery travels in front of the neck of the pancreas. The body is the longest part of the pancreas and mostly lies behind the stomach, tapering along its length. The peritoneum sits on the top of the body of the pancreas and the transfer colon in front of the peritoneum. The pancreas are several blood vessels, including the aorta, the splenic vein, and the left renal vein, as well as the beginning of the superior mesenteric artery. Below the body of the pancreas sits some of the small intestine, especially the last part of the duodenum and the jejunum to which it connects, as well as the superior ligaments of the duodenum which falls between these two. Of the pancreas sits on the transfer colon. Tail. Pancreas narrows towards the tail, which sits near to the spleen. It is usually between 1.3 to 3.5 centimeters or 0.51 to 1.38 inches long, and it sits between the layers of the ligaments between spleen and the left kidney. Splenic artery and vein, which also passes behind the body of the pancreas, passes behind the tail of the pancreas. Head and neck is supplied by branches from celiac trunk through superior pancreatic duodenal artery, superior mesenteric artery through inferior pancreatic duodenal artery. Body and tail supplied by splenic artery through 8 to 10 branches. Veins, head and neck, drained by arteries and posterior venous arches that from the superior and inferior pancreatic duodenal veins follows the corresponding arteries. Body and tail, drained by splenic vein, which is tributary of the portal vein. Functions of the pancreas. 1% endocrine function is to regulate blood sugar levels, secreting the insulin hormone, glycogen, somatostatic, and pancreatic polypeptide. 99% exocrine function secretes pancreatic juice. This juice contains bicarbonate which neutralizes acid entering the duodenum from the stomach. The digestive enzymes which break down carbohydrates, proteins and fats in the food entering the duodenum from the stomach.